Welcome back to Elite Strength and Conditioning. Today we're going to talk about some soft tissue rolling. Okay, now there's a lot of these different, you see a lot of these rollers out there nowadays. You know, you see professional athletes, everybody using these things, and you see a lot of those foam rollers, okay? Foam rollers are okay at first. When you're first starting out and you're learning how to do this stuff, a foam roller is not too bad. Now, as you go along, especially as you build muscle and get stronger, you athletes especially, or anybody who does a lot of, working out or exercising on the weekend, running, or has a sport that they play like intramural, anything like that, you guys are gonna really need more than just those soft tissue rollers. Those are really made more for like physical therapy and rehab and things like that when you have like a pulled hamstring or a really, really tight issue that needs to be addressed. That might help a little bit, but after a while, you're gonna need something more. So what we have here is a hard roller, okay? Now these are kind of hard to find. You can't really buy a solid roller. This is just a PVC pipe, okay? It's about 4 inches in diameter and about 15 to 16 inches long. You can buy these at Home Depot, okay? They come in these individual things. Now you might have to cut down the end just a little bit. So I cut off the end, I wrapped it in athletic tape to give it some grip. So when you roll across it, you really can get in there and massage those muscles and it's not just sliding around on you. Okay, so for about a tenth of the price of what you pay for one of those foam rollers, 40 or 60 bucks, for about 30 minutes of your time, you can make your own PVC for less than $10, okay? So once again, about 15.5 inches long, 4 inches in diameter, okay? Or whatever the biggest, usually it's the biggest size you can find at Lowe's or Home Depot. It's either 4 or 6 inches in diameter. All right, and then wrapping it with athletic tape, which you can find at Academy or any of your local sporting goods stores, they'll have that athletic tape for you. All right, so just a couple of basic things you can do with this. Now with the hard roller, you have to be real careful. You don't want to roll over bone, okay? With those soft tissue rollers, they don't hurt so bad, they don't manipulate the muscle quite so much, so you don't have to worry so much about rolling over those bones. That soft foam roller isn't going to do anything. With these hard rollers, you have to be a little more aware of your anatomy and know exactly where you're rolling. So for example, if I want to start with my lower back, I want to make sure I'm not rolling right on my spine. I want to be tilted right off to the side, right? I got 2 little muscles that run down each side of my back. And I'm going to work on those one at a time, being careful not to roll down this bony surface of my spine. So I'm just going to go kind of on the small of my back, and I'm just going to roll about halfway up, maybe even 2/3 of the way up there, almost to my shoulder blades, and then back down. And you can really soften up that erector spinae and some of those muscles that run down the side of your spine there that get really tight from bad posture, overuse, lots of athletics, whatever it is. All right, then from there, you can work up, okay, into your glutes, the biggest muscle in your body. So I'm gonna elevate my right leg as I lean, once again, making sure I get on the soft tissue, not getting up on the hip bone or on the spine. So knowing where these soft tissue points are to stay on. So the hip, and I'm just going to kind of roll to the outside, getting towards those abductors there and that gluteus medius, and then once again you're switching to the other side. We're just going to go through a couple of these real quick here. The other one that's a real big one besides the glutes and the lower back is going to be your hip flexors and quads. Okay, so right here, now and this one's the trickiest one. I got to make sure I locate my hip bone. Don't want to roll over that bad boy. You want to stay right below that hip bone, right in that little groove between your quads and your iliac crest, okay, right there. And all I'm gonna do is just place that roller right on the corner of my hip and just rock back and forth in that little space. And this is gonna be probably a pretty painful one. And you can even do a little bit more here by taking this roller and rolling it all the way down your leg. You got 2 big quad muscles right there in the front. You're just gonna try to massage and loosen up some of those tight quad muscles that might be leading to even some knee pain there, okay? So there's 3 basic rolls, okay, you can do. So you go buy your own roll, you go buy your equipment, you make your roller, and then you can already start off with just those 3 basic rolls. Lower back, glutes, hip flexors, and quads. And that can help alleviate some knee pain, alleviate some back pain, loosen you up, make your running mechanics better. Okay, whatever your specific goal is, when you increase mobility, everybody has a different reason for it. Okay, so whatever your reason is to increase mobility, this is about one of the best ways you can do it, okay? Stretching's great. Static stretching, things like that are great, but unless you have something to really manipulate the muscle, soft tissue-wise, you're gonna be missing out on something to really help you move along in the process much quicker, get your flexibility much, much quicker, okay? So try that out and tune in next time when we talk a little bit more about what else you can do with these rollers.